Women Taking the Lead, episode 84.
I always tell my kids, beauty goes away, but a kind and generous heart will last for forever. It's more like a wine. That's they say that it only gets better with time.
Hello, my name is Jody Flynn, and welcome to Women Taking the Lead, where we are all about creating blasts of inspiration to help you overcome self-doubt so you can lead with confidence, integrity, and a sense of humor. Head over to womentakingthelead.com to get the solutions to your top 5 leadership challenges. Now, your future awaits, so let's get started. Hey everyone, I've got something exciting for you today. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, and I was finally able to pull it all together. I have interviewed 3 of my sisters, 2 by blood, 1 by marriage, and 4 of my nieces to get their perspective on raising daughters as leaders. It was a ton of fun to do this, and I hope you enjoy it. So without further ado, here they are.
My name is Erin. I'm married to George. I have 3 kids. Tiernan, my son, who's 16. Danya, my daughter, who's 8. And Eiryanna, my other daughter, who is 4 years old.
So I'm Kerri. I'm married to Ben, and I have 2 children. I have a son who is 7 years old and a daughter who is 5. The son's Noah, and Vanessa is my daughter.
My name is Lucia Flynn. I'm married to Sean, and we have 3 kids, 2 boys and 1 girl. Gabriel is 16, Christopher 14, and my little girl Sophia, that is 12.
Can you tell me your name?
Eiryanna
Gachuma. And how old are you?
4.
Do you think you're becoming a big girl?
Yeah.
What's your full name?
Danya and Eiryanna Gachuma. I'm 8 years old. I'm in 3rd grade.
Honey, what's your full name?
Vanessa Sulminski.
How old are you, Vanessa?
5.
Did Mommy tell you what we're going to be doing today?
Yes.
What did she tell you?
Well, we're going to talk about some things that, like a conversation, about being a leader or something.
What is your full name?
Sophia Catherine Flynn.
And how old are you?
I'm 12.
And what grade are you in?
7.
Eiryanna is a little spitfire. She has a lot of confidence in herself, yet she is very loving and very caring and open to everybody. Very willing to bring people close to her and to be friends. You know, at this point, she's 4, so it's really...
She loves everybody.
She does. So, with Eiryanna, you know, it's just keeping that openness going.
You know what Mommy said about you? She said you're a spitfire.
No, not.
You're not? What is a spitfire? What does that mean?
I don't know.
You don't know, but you're not it.
I would describe Danya as fun, sensitive, loving girl that tends to draw people to her because of these traits and her openness to everyone around her. She tends to bring in a lot of friends that want to be around her because of her genuineness and carefree attitude.
If you were to describe yourself, what would you say about you?
I would say that I am smart and I'm shy. Sometimes I'm shy if I'm meeting new people. And I'm active because I go to dance 2 times a week.
What are some of the things that you like to do?
I like to play with my toys. I like to play with my sister and my brother. I like playing with my friends. I like doing math, and my most favorite thing is art and gym. And I like having fun and playing cards with my mom.
Vanessa, she is a loving, generous, nurturing child who is very independent and likes what she likes and the way she wants it. She needs a lot of direction sometimes, but her independence and her attitude is wonderful. It's like one of those, you have to balance, is she too aggressive or assertive? So but she's a wonderful, humorous child. She has a very good sense of humor.
Yes. Vanessa, how would you describe yourself?
By like doing things on my own and like doing things that I want to do when I grow up, and like being a big girl and behaving.
Do you sometimes wish that things could change or be different?
Yeah.
What kind of things do you wish could be different?
I wish that rules could be changed, like you can do things on your own. Your mom and your dad don't have to tell you anything to do, and like when you're a big girl, you can like behave and like do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you want to get to the place where mommy and daddy don't tell you what to do anymore, and you can decide on your own, but by then you know what to do. Yeah, and again, you'll have more freedom. What do you think are some of the differences between boys and girls?
Well, girls, they have more fun with different things. Like, guys always like gaming. I mean, girls like that too, don't get me wrong. I don't mind playing a game, like a computer game.
Like a video game or computer
video
game.
games. But girls, they like using makeup, like dressing up, shopping more for clothes, painting their nails, wearing jewelry, wearing nice shoes.
Yeah, and Danya said that too, that, you know, with girls, they can wear fancy shoes and more colorful clothes and that sort of thing. So what I'm kind of getting from the two of you is that girls have more opportunities to express themselves with clothing, apparel, makeup, hairstyles, that sort of thing. Probably you, more than everyone else, can see the differences between raising a girl and raising a boy, with Sophia being 12.
Yes.
Right, so those differences are starting to surface. So what have been the differences that you've noticed where you approach raising them a little bit differently?
I have to say that this is coming from being from a Hispanic background that I am, so you have to take that into consideration. So with that said, I am not as like my kids are entering their teens, right? They're, well, not entering, they are teenagers. Like, I don't think I am as concerned about dating with the boys as I am with Sophia. Like, I definitely gonna be a lot more cautious when it comes to Sophia dating than I would be with the boys. And I'm not sure if that has to do more with my culture because of my background, or if it's just part of my personality. I think that it has to do with my culture, but I might be wrong. I'm more scared for Sophia about who she's dating than I am about with the boys.
Yes. And I remember when I was visiting you over the summer, and we'd be having certain conversations in the kitchen, and Sophia would be there, and you would say, "Mommy, remember, you're special."
That's right.
You know, you do. You don't give it away. You make, boys have to treat you like a queen. For you to, give them your attention and be devoted to them. And, it was really very cute.
Well, I really feel, and again, I'm always concerned that it has to do with my culture, but I really, in my heart, believe this. I believe that because girls tend to be more emotional, every relationship they have, especially if it goes beyond the friendship, they have an impact, a tremendous impact on your heart, on how you feel, on how you view things. And I feel the more relationship you have, the more that is left behind. And maybe when the right person comes, there's so much that you already have in your heart from previous relationship that might have an impact on a relationship that is super important. So I really believe that you have to be super picky as to who you give your heart to. There's no such thing as a quick relationship. Like it leaves a mark. It leaves pain, and it will surface in your other relationships. So it's not that not to have any relationship, but to be very, very picky, like create some set of rules in your mind that you're going to have in order to enter into a deeper relationship with somebody. Because if you have a set of rules, then when you're making those decisions, you have those rules, and it's easier to go down the line. And that will make your decision easier instead of doing something at the spur of the moment and then regretting it later.
And what are some of the rules you would like Sophia to have when she's choosing someone to give her heart to? Well,
I have one rule, which is actually two, but one kind of takes care of the other. So it's not just for intimate relationship; it's for any relationship, friendship, co-workers, parents. I believe that it's very important to be in relationship with people that have a kind and generous heart. I always tell my kids, beauty goes away, but a kind and generous heart will last for forever. It's more like a wine. That's they say that it only gets better with time. And respect. I believe that it is very important that you respect who you're with, that you respect them and they respect you. And again, and this is for every single relationship. I was telling you, Jody, how I believe strongly in the power of words. And I believe that when you love somebody very much, you pick very carefully what you're going to say in a moment of anger, even if you're angry. Because just because you're angry does not give you the right to insult you or to disrespect you. If the person loves you enough, they're going to sacrifice that moment of anger that they want to do something, and they're going to walk away. So, and I always tell them, if somebody's nice to you, but mean and nasty to other people, guess what? They're mean and nasty. They're just being nice to you. So, respect and a kind heart.
What are your thoughts on raising Danya and Eiryanna to be leaders?
With Danya, she's someone I like to boost up and show her that she's more capable and can be more confident than what she shows right now. She is my sensitive girl, and she tends to hold herself back, which I haven't been able to put my finger on as to why she does it. But she does get overwhelmed. She's likes to follow the rules. She does not like to get in trouble or think that someone is upset with her. It really, really affects her. And I don't want those things to have a negative impact on her. Not that she's had an experience as of yet that I can say, but I'm thinking, down the road, if she has that one experience that really impacts her on whether she thinks she may have done something really wrong and then decides to hold herself back from going forward with things she may have done otherwise. So my goal is to keep boosting her up, giving her the confidence and showing her that she is good enough, that she can do things, she can stand out, she can lead, and and to take charge of herself. Whereas, and again, she's getting to the age where I will also start, teaching her that everyone is good, everyone's lovable, no matter what you look like, who you are, whether you do have anything that's different from anybody else, it doesn't matter. It is what is on the inside that counts, and that's what I hope will go forward and make them to be great people, to be accepting of everyone.
Do you think mommy's a leader?
Yeah.
What do you think makes mommy a leader?
She's always most of the time she's happy when she's not getting stressed out because we're not getting places on time. And she likes doing everything she can in a day so she has free time the next day to have time to spend time with us.
So what I'm hearing is Mommy tries to stay in a good mood, right? To kind of rally the troops, so to speak. And she's also proactive to make sure she has things organized or done a little bit ahead of time so she has more free time, right? Because it sounds like Mommy doesn't like to be super busy or late, right? Yeah. What are your thoughts on raising Vanessa to be a leader?
It's like that struggle, right, between having the self-confidence versus knowing where the line is for respect for people. And, so I find it's going to be a challenge, I think, a little bit, just to keep encouraging her to, give it her all and take that step and just go for it versus walking all over people, like to help her learn through that. So that's where I feel my challenge is going to be.
Right. And I remember one time I posted on your Facebook wall the meme of the little girl pointing at the little boy saying, I'm not bossy. I've got skills, leadership skills, saying this reminds me of Vanessa because she is so sure of herself. Yes. And when she wants something, she'll go for it. But it's more so when she was younger, it was without really a thought for like how it was impacting other people.
Right.
But I have noticed she has become more sensitive to, do other people want to play the same games that she wants to play, or do they, want to hear her play a loud toy or instrument? She's a little more sensitive now. So,
oh, good. I'm glad you've noticed.
A little bit, and she's 5.
Right.
Have you heard the term leader before? Do you know what it means?
It means that showing people what to do and showing them how to do things or something.
So a leader shows other people how to do what to do and how to do things, so everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing. And is Mommy a leader? What makes Mommy a good leader?
Showing us how to grow up.
What do you like about your Mommy?
I like that every single day she usually cuddles with me.
What are your thoughts on raising Sophia to be a leader?
Well, when I think of leader, I always think of leader of companies, CEOs, and stuff like that. And when I think of that, I always have a hard time with that because that's not something necessarily that I'm interested for my daughter. When I prefer to think of the word leader in the sense of leading her own life, or being in charge of herself, her emotions, what she wants. And if that brings of her being a well-rounded person in charge of her emotions and her life, that some of the impact on that is that she's going to have a very successful career. Wonderful. But I believe in balance. And I believe that the most important thing is that you be happy. To me, happiness is everything. I think there's enough sadness and problems in the world and around you that I work every day on being happy. That's my number one priority when I wake up. What can I do to be happy, to make my kids happy, to have less stress in my life? That's all I work on every day, in minor ways, but I work on that constantly.
Danya and I had a conversation yesterday because I can see the tendencies towards perfectionism in her. She was getting really wound up about doing the interview, not realizing that whatever she said was okay. They just needed to be answers that were authentic to her. But I think she wanted to get everything right.
She does tend to do that, and I've noticed it, especially within the last year. So it's definitely something that's developing as she's getting older, that she does she does have a tendency to be a perfectionist, and she gets herself really wound up and stressed out to the point of tears sometimes when she's not able to get to the point where she thinks she needs to be. Mm-hmm. You know, and so I try to let her know, you know, take a deep breath, calm down. What is it that's really important that has to happen now or needs to be done now? You know, or can something be developed, you know, a little bit later and finished a little bit later, mm-hmm. to the point where we don't affect our own happiness and our well-being until that's accomplished.
What's your favorite thing about Mommy?
My favorite thing about her is that she always has time for us.
That's really nice. What do you think's hard for Mommy sometimes?
Sometimes it's hard because sometimes we can't get everything done on the same time, and sometimes we don't get to places when we really need to because it takes us a little while to get ready. Because sometimes we get a little, the stuff we're doing gets a little stuck, and we have to fix it before we leave. And that's all.
Yeah, it's really hard to get you guys all organized and out of the house on time. Are you looking forward to growing up? What are you looking forward to?
To, like, doing some things on my own.
Anything else you're looking forward to?
Not that I know of.
Is there anything you're looking forward to that you'll be able to do as a grown-up?
So I think that I'll have more opportunities when I'm older, so I'm excited for that. And I'll be able to be like on my own for the first time, which is kind of scary, but I'm kind of want to see what it's like without my parents around. And then I get to like lead the rest of my life and see where it goes from there.
What do you wish for your daughters?
Well, as the common theme here, what every mother wants for her daughter is definitely happiness. To lead a full life, a life that, you know, they can be proud of, that they can, you know, go into and know that this is what they want, not something that they're doing for someone else. You know, happy in the sense of internally happy, you know, happy with the goals that they're going for. Danya tends to want to make other people happy first, you know, and so I want to realize that it's important for her to be happy first before she makes other people happy. And Eiryanna, she can be spontaneous at times, so I'm just hoping that spontaneity doesn't go away per se, but that she's able to channel it into positive avenues.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want spontaneous to turn into impulsive.
No.
Right. Flip sides of the same coin.
Right.
It's great to be spontaneous in a fun and safe way.
Right.
But not in a risk-taking way.
Exactly.
Right. And she's your Spitfire.
Yes. My love bug.
Good luck with that. What do you wish for your daughter?
I wish for her to be my mother's daughter. Happy. You know, whatever that is. For her to live a life she loves and to love people and just to be happy. It's going to be some editing there.
Nope.
And what do you wish for your daughter?
Happiness. That's it. It really is. I want her to learn to choose her battles in life. Because I like that, what they say, you know, pick your battles. There's certain things that are not worth fighting over. They're just not worth it. And I think that when you learn that, there's so many things that you can just not pay attention to, and that way you can pay attention to the important things. And I think sometimes we get caught up in all the little things in life. And it's like, you know, when I was raising my kids, when I became a mother, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? What are my rules? And I decided my personality was not one to have a lot of rules. So I decided, okay, let me pick 2 or 3 that I can stick to, so that I don't have to battle with 50. Yeah. And I would love for her, and it have taken me a long time to get to this point, I would love for her to realize early in life what matters to her, what is important to her, what she wants out of life, so that she can make better decisions as she goes through life. Because if you know what you want, what is it that you want? Is it happiness? Is it success? Is it many friends? Is it even if you say I want a career, be a doctor? Like, if you know that that's what you want to be, then you know what path to take. But a lot of people are so busy doing things every day and just getting stuff done and they don't know where it is that they're going. So how can you get there? Sometimes you get there by pure luck. But I think if you know it, if you know what you want, take the time and know what you want. And then everything else, it will be a shorter route to get to that point. Sometimes we are just busy doing everything else.
What wisdom would you want to pass on to a woman who is pregnant and expecting a girl?
Enjoy every moment. I mean, daughters are a lot of fun. From my experience, I don't want to pull out the boys from this, but I find that daughters are very loving. And, you know, especially in the smaller years. And if you could just keep that love going forward, you know, and showing them how much they're appreciated and thought of, that it could make a world of difference in how they see themselves as they get older. And so just enjoy them, boost them up, and just, take care of them.
And what wisdom would you pass on to other mothers who are pregnant with a girl?
I would say don't be afraid of raising a girl. You know, and most people think that, you know, boys and girls are different, but there's so much that you can gain from raising a girl, and just, you know, the fun you can have with them, and just giving it your all, and, you know, enjoy it.
And what advice would you give to a woman who's pregnant with a girl?
Take a course in psychology, psychiatric therapy. No, seriously. My best advice, first of all, is to really enjoy the moment, enjoy the pregnancy. And when the baby is born, listen to your instinct. There's a lot of things that people tell you don't do, or do it this way. And I think we have those instincts in our heart already. And sometimes we don't do things because our doctor told us not to do it, or don't cuddle your child this way, or don't hug your child this way. And I think you have to go with your instincts and enjoy them, you know. Smell them as much as you want to smell them, kiss them as much as you want to kiss them. I used to sleep with my son and my kids under my arms, and I will snuggle them and kiss them and wake up in the middle of the night and smell them. Everybody will tell you never to take your child to bed. I didn't, and I don't regret it. But I know that, I'm not advising anybody to do that, but it was the most wonderful, wonderful thing.
Describe your mom to me.
My mom is loving, definitely loving. Mm-hmm. She is resourceful. She is smart and creative. And I think she's also a leader.
Yeah. What do you think makes your mom a really great leader?
Well, I think since she's so resourceful, she kind of makes us like look up to her as a role model to try and find other ways out of situations when there's not an easy way. We always look around and figure out what to do.
Yeah, she's a great problem solver. Sophia did say something about you being very loving.
Just a little bit.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I love my kids. I want them to know that they are loved, that they are kids that were wanted very much. That if they will let me, I will kiss them all day long and hug them all day long. You know, I always say that they are not allowed to say that I didn't give them enough love. They can say anything else about me except that. That is the most wonderful feeling when you feel love, when you feel somebody, when they hug you and they kiss you and you feel that, like you merge into that person and you can actually kind of touch the feeling, you know? I love that. I do. It's beautiful.
I love that about you.
I love it fills my heart. I always think that's my heart one day is gonna. You feel like it's gonna burst, like it's gonna just go boom, because I can only hold so much, and they have to deal with it. That's all there is, because I say so.
And that will be that.
Thank you very much.
A lovely little snowman had a carrot nose. Along came a bunny, and what do you suppose? The hungry little bunny, looking for his lunch, ate that snowman's carrot nose. Nibble, nibble, crunch.